Hello there, and welcome back to Friendonkey Wrestling Season 2. Last episode, we had things backfire on many a people. It was a mainly Imperium-based affair, as the man in the main event this evening opened last week's show with an open challenge for his championship, which he retained? Big question mark over that retention, as it was a count-out victory. And many people have claimed that it was a hollow victory, none more so than the ring general Gunter. But before we get to the main event this evening, the TV champion will be in singles action against Ilya Dragunov. We're going to be opening things with a bit of tag action. The New Day versus Chase U. We haven't seen the New Day in action in quite some time. Well, we've seen one member a couple of episodes ago in Kofi Kingston with a singles victory. Looking to break out on his own in the Cruiserweight division. But holding things down for the New Day will be Big E and Xavier Woods.
The following contest is a tag
Big E we've seen trying to make a name for himself in both World and TV Championship divisions.
490 pounds.
But teaming back up with his fellow brothers, Woods and Kingston. Perhaps the tag division is where the success lies once again for Big E. In a tune-up match against Chase University. Another team we haven't seen in quite some time.
Representing Chase University.
Kicking things off in a big way here for FDW. Joining Andre Chase is Duke Hudson, the powerhouse of their team. And he's going to need to have his power at the ready against the likes of Big E. Big match to start things off here. Ref Jimmy calls for the bell. As Woods immediately getting out the gates, taking control of the matchup. Andre Chase isolated now from his tag partner Duke Hudson in the right hand corner as Woods tags in Big E. Big E, the powerhouse of the New Day. Yet to have that much success here on the Purple brand. Tag offense from the New Day. Very much what they're known for, as Woods hits a running shin there to the side of Andre Chase's head. The FDW faithful happy to see these two teams in action. The tag division with eyes on championship gold, sitting atop the tag mountain, is Imperium. A win here will certainly get the the tongues wagging, as any form of momentum is good for any team at the minute. Duke Hudson tagged in now. Big man versus big man. Two teams were very well matched so far, it would appear. At least in terms of their styles. Hudson now with a big back elbow to Big E's head. Hudson in control with E isolated in the corner of Chase U with a massive body-to-body suplex there. E with a tag now to Xavier Woods, and I'm not sure if that was the wisest tag maneuver ever. but Woods immediately disproving my point. In control of the matchup, showboating a little bit here. Is that showboating going to cost him? As Hudson back to his feet, Woods immediately dropping him down as he comes off the second rope with an almost Shining Wizard-like kick there to Duke Hudson. Woods brawling with the best of them. Hudson with the strong strikes. Tags in Andre Chase. Swift strike there from Andre Chase. It's a great back and forth matchup here to kick things off. Still to come this evening, we will be seeing the FDW champion in action in a no DQ match against Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa looking to break out and make a name for himself after Gargano is the one to really benefit from the split. The current cruiserweight champion, lest we forget. Woods now with a wheelbarrow roll through, looking to get the pin. But Hudson able to break it up as Big E is nowhere to be found. Woods is on his own. It's almost running to Big E there because he knows he needs a pin, but Chase not quite letting him get there. As he winds him up, and could potentially, this could be the 3, but Big E senses it coming and breaks up the pin. Good back and forth action to start things off. We'll also be having some women's action later this evening. As Kairi Sane will be going one-on-one with Chelsea Green. A nice little showcase match. And your main event this evening will be Seth Rollins in singles action against Ilya Dragunov. Big boot there from Duke Hudson to Xavier Woods. With Big E nowhere to be found, Woods is isolated. He's on his own. This could be the opportunity that Chase U needs. Does Duke Hudson want to go for the pinfall? He goes for the showboat, and that could be the difference maker, as Big E is now the legal man, throwing his weight around as well as Hudson's like a sack of potatoes. There's the cover. Only a 1 count on this occasion. Jimmy holds up the ones. Tag from Big E to Xavier Woods. Woods up to the top rope as he holds Hudson in position. Big stomp off the top there from Xavier Woods, and that's the tag team offense of the New Day, which has brought them so much success in the past. Massive DDT there, wrapped up by Xavier Woods. Discus clothesline there, or discus lariat. Only a 1 count. It's going to take more than that to take down the big man Duke Hudson. Disrespectful kick from Woods there to the side of Duke Hudson's head. He's dazed and confused. Big E looks to dive on Duke Hudson, spearing him through the middle rope. The crowd chanting that this is awesome, and this truly is awesome as the big men go to battle on the outside. Swift kicks there from Big E. Showing that he can still hang with the best of them. Chase now the legal man, taking on Big E. But keep him in his corner. Wise to keep Big E away from Xavier Woods. As the big tag moves have really held the momentum get with the New Day. Hudson now the legal man with another swift tag. Big E senses the offense coming. And huge clubbing blows that have got to hurt. There's the cover. Could this be 3? Only a 2 count. A lot of fight in these two teams, and the straps come down from Big E, signalling the end. Collar and elbow tie up as he gets Hudson into his corner. Hudson able to power out. Appears that Duke Hudson's been busted open with a reverse DDT there, just out of nowhere. Woods senses the end and breaks up the pinfall. Smart there from Woods. He knows this tag game better than anyone. Chase U with their own tag offense. Just a belly to belly like suplex there. Chase with the cover. And there's the victory. Huge win for Chase U.
Here are your winners, Andre Chase and Duke Hudson. Chase.
Once again, Andre Chase bleeding for that victory. Great display here for the FDW faithful. And moving now into the World Champion Drew McIntyre in no DQ action against Tommaso Ciampa. In a match not many people were expecting, but are happy to see nonetheless. Drew, ever the fighting champion. A couple of episodes ago, lost to Bray Wyatt. We've seen this before from Drew. He takes unexpected losses, but then he bounces back bigger and stronger and bolder. Ever growing, ever learning. As the pyro rages, FDW champion making his way down to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
And this should be a good match, a scrap to say the least. Tommaso Ciampa looking to break out on his own. A better way to do so than getting into a scrap with the champion.
And his opponent from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds.
A win here for Ciampa would be big as well. Drew immediately out the gates taking charge of things. Ciampa been unlucky since breaking up with Johnny Gargano. Could this be the first step to success that he's so desperately been after? Drew making quick work of Tommaso Ciampa. Goes straight under the ring, looks for a kendo. Ciampa almost looking for a DDT, but just out of nowhere, Drew busting Tommaso Ciampa open. We are out the gates early here, ladies and gentlemen, as the blood is pouring. This really is a very bloody episode of FDW. Is this still the purple brand, not the red and purple brand? These two are going to beat each other black and blue. Ciampa needs to probably get himself a weapon to get back into this match. And bits of kendo stick lie all over the ring. Ciampa looks for an equalizer with his own kendo stick, but Drew just runs through him, having absolutely none of it. Now, bizarrely, the referee is counting here in this no DQ match. So it seems that countouts are still in effect. But what the ref says goes. Who are we to question Doug the ref? Count of 7. Drew looks to get the crowd on his side. Comes off the top rope with a flying elbow, and perhaps he took a bit too long there as Ciampa now back to his feet. Takes control of the matchup. Bits of Kendo in the ring now. They will splinter, they will hurt. Ciampa looks to get an early pinfall cover, perhaps sensing an opportunity, a moment of weakness with the champion. Drew with a kip up, as Ciampa almost got the 3 count. And just throwing Tommaso Ciampa off the ropes, Drew firmly in control. You gotta think Ciampa's looking to get any offense in where he can, but it's just another swing and a miss. Brawling to the outside. Unorthodox rule set deployed by Doug here this evening. Drew with a massive deadlift powerbomb. Back between the ropes we go, and is Drew going to be looking for further weapons, or does he trust in his own ability to get the job done? Stalking his prey. Going to the top rope. Is he looking to drop that elbow once again? Ciampa scouted it once before, but this time unable to move out of harm's way. A lot of man to come crashing down on you. Nearly a count of 3, but Ciampa still with enough fight left with him to kick out, and you got to think it's only a matter of time before Ciampa succumbs to the will of the FDW champion. We thought about perhaps a claymore there, but Ciampa with it scouted, reverses and takes charge. Almost V-trigger like knee there to Drew McIntyre, and I don't care who you are, that's gotta hurt. Drew dumped to the outside, and Ciampa immediately follows. Gotta stay on that offense. Another big knee, bringing Drew down to the mat as Doug begins the no DQ count. Count of 5 now as Drew gets Tommaso Ciampa up to the fireman's carry, blood flowing. He heads beneath the ring and finds a chair. Frustration from the champion, teeing off on Tommaso Ciampa as we get to a count of 8. Ciampa gets about between the ropes. He knows he needs to get the job done in the ring. DDT from the outside, and after all the knee strikes to Drew's head, is that going to be enough? Not on this occasion. Ciampa heading to the outside, grabbing that kendo stick he grabbed earlier. That could be the equalizer, could be what he needs. Tilt-a-well slam there from Drew McIntyre. He catches the arm of Tommaso Ciampa, who wisely uses the rope to his advantage. So yes, this may be no DQ, but rope breaks, countouts, still apparently part of the rule set. And there's the 3. A much needed win for Drew McIntyre.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior.
Standing tall again after a loss to Wyatt. A notch on the belt, at least for his reign. Who's going to challenge? Who could step up to him? Shifting gears to the women's division, a nice little exhibition showcasing what the women are all about. We've got Chelsea Green and Kairi Sane. Both women still looking for that breakout moment. Chelsea strutting down to the ring. Followed by the Pirate Princess herself, Kairi Sane. Should be a good match. Both women looking for a win. Both women looking to pick up momentum. As Jimmy calls for the bell. Chelsea with a swift kick there to the shin of Kairi Sane to get things started. Before smacking her with the forearms on the ropes. And swinging net breaker there. Immediately brawling to the outside, once again. Jimmy's slow with the count, but now it begins. It was announced last week that at Survivor Series we will be seeing Bayley take on Bianca Belair for the Women's Championship. Survivor Series will also see the Supremacy match, triple threat between Raw, Smackdown and FDW, as we look to continue our momentum from the last pay-per-view, Payback. We finally picked up our first win, and I have gone digging in the talent pool, free agents, and I'm close to coming to terms on an agreement with a superstar. There are still a couple of names in the running. The superstar yet to be unveiled or yet to be signed to FDW. Business booming behind the scenes. Chelsea Green now in control. It's Kairi Sane using that athleticism and a high-flying offense to take charge of the matchup. Kairi, well known for her hard-hitting style. Japanese through and through. She comes flying off the top there with an elbow to the outside, or forearm to the outside I should say, as those strong forearms continue. Sane known for that Japanese strong style. She might look like not much of a threat, but she hits hard. What's Green gonna do to counter the offense of Sane? Count of 4 now as the women brawl on the outside. And a Canadian destroyer there from Chelsea Green. As they're almost brawling up the ramp, Chelsea senses the end and doesn't want a count-out victory. Doesn't want the asterisk over her name, much like the main event man this evening. Or does she? Is she happy to take the count-out victory over Kairi Sane? Well, a win's a win when you're Chelsea Green. The crowd once again voicing their displeasure. In count-out shenanigans. Speaking of the main event man, the TV champion Seth Rollins going one-on-one with Ilya Dragunov. Seems all he does at the minute is face off Imperium members. There's still the elephant in the room with the manner in which Seth Rollins retained his championship last week. Did he retain or did he escape? We have seen Seth and Ilya Dragunov go one-on-one before, in a battle of who was the rightful mid-card champion in the run-up to Night of Champions. Seth on that occasion standing tall, but this match has a different dynamic to it. Non-title action, but should Dragunov do the unthinkable and defeat Seth Rollins in any way, shape or form, that's going to get his name in the conversation. Dragunov last week coming up trumps rather, against Ricochet. We initially ambushed and had it backfire on him a little bit. Seth coming out the gate strong, looking to prove his doubters that it was not just a flash in the pan or a one-off, and that he can still go, but Dragunov just immediately into a sleeper, looking to slow the pace down. Seth with the swift kicks and swift strikes. Kick to the midsection, swinging neck breaker now. Doug watching on intently. Seth disrespectfully slaps Ilya Dragunov away. And stomping out the hand of Dragunov. Standing shooting star press from Rollins. A big flurry of kicks there from Rollins to Dragunov, showing that he's still the champion to beat here in FDW. And there's the cover. Could this be 3? 2 count for Seth Rollins. Frustrated stomps now as he puts Dragunov in his place. Flying shoulder there from Dragunov to Rollins, who wisely gets himself some space on the outside before bringing it back between the ropes. Doesn't want any question marks this week as he hits a sling blade and marches around the ring trying to find his favourite corner. Up to the top rope we go. Big moonsault there from Seth Rollins. And there's the standing shooting star press. Seth once again proving he can do it all. The swift strikes, the high flying, the technicality, wrapping Dragunov up into the ropes. Even the big power moves Seth Rollins can do. As he bounces Dragunov off the second turnbuckle. Once again Seth heads to the top. Hits the frog splash. There's the cover and it's locked in deep. And making swift work of Ilya Dragunov. Seth holds his championship high. As there's the ring general. He wasn't happy after last week. He was tearing up backstage. And to add insult to injury, clobbering Rollins with the TV title. Well, there are no words. Gunther clearly making his displeasure felt. Solid week for FDW. Rollins now with the eye of Gunter upon him, Drew McIntyre back to winning ways, and 2 lovely little exhibitions of the tag division and the women's division. Stay tuned to FDW to find out what's going to happen next. Will more questions be raised? Will some questions be answered? Find out next time. See you soon.